How do everyone, and welcome back to Royville Reads. My name is Stefan. Back to the comic books. Today I've got another collected edition for you. It is DC Finest Wonder Woman, Origins and Omens. Written by Gail Simone, mostly. And the artist is Aaron Lopresti. If I got that wrong, I apologize. But here are the main creatives at the bottom there for this collection. So I don't know a lot about Wonder Woman. I never really read her comic books. I've always been fascinated with the character, but she's not one I gravitated towards. I mean, as a kid, I watched the Linda Carter TV show. I have seen the first Gail Simone movie. I really liked that. But other than that, besides, I think honestly, I bought like 2 Wonder Woman comics. One of them was because this group called the Royal Flush Gang was on it, and I really liked them. And the other one was just because of the cover. But yeah, so I've never really read Wonder Woman. And I heard that Gail Simone's run was like a must read if you're a Wonder Woman fan, so I figured I would give it a try. I wasn't very impressed when I started. I mean, it was good. The first story deals with some gorillas from Gorilla City. She defeats them. They swear their fealty to her. The second major story was with this Klingon-style Spartan alien race called the Kund. Anyway, that wants her to kill something for them, and then they betray her. Gee, that's a surprise. So I was like, really? Let's just say that when I started reading it, I got a few issues into the collected edition. I was like, well, I'll read this collected edition, but then I'm pretty much probably out of the Wonder Woman thing. Then Gail Simone, for me, started to hit her stride. She really gets into this storyline. I think it was called Rise of the Olympian. There's a group called the Society that had the cheetah in it. Dr. Psycho, if you know DC Comics. The cheetah, Dr. Psycho, Dr. Morrow, Professor Morrow. No, sorry. Cheetah, Professor Psycho, I think, Dr. Morrow. So it's Tom Morrow, Tomorrow. It's comic book names. And they create this creature called the Genocide. Well, it's not my name, it's what I am. Anyway, they create this creature called Genocide. Wonder Woman has to go up against it. She gets defeated badly, and she has to deal with that, not wanting her friends to see her like this. It was really, really a good character study, and it just went bigger and bigger from there. Honestly, when I was reading it, I kind of thought, sorry if I was bumping the camera there, I honestly thought that this could have been kind of a Doomsday style crossover event with other characters. But it did stay pretty much centralized with Diana and her allies. So like Cassandra Sandsmark, Wonder Girl 2 was in it. Donna Troy was in it. There was, I think, and then basically all the Amazons, like her mother, Queen Hippolyta, Philippus, and there was some other, I mean, I have a hard time with all of their names because they're very Greek. But just so you know, there was a lot of Amazons in it. I thought that was really good. They had a lot of good dynamic between the Amazons and their warrior culture. I was interested. So this story takes place after a large event, crossover event called Amazon's Attack, I think. And so most of the Amazons were punished. And, well, I guess I didn't need quotes for that. They were punished and they were sent back to the world where they didn't have their memories. I didn't read Amazon's Attack, so I'm assuming that's what happened based off of what I read in this book. And part of it was basically the like Hippolyta and the remaining Amazons wanting to get the Amazons back to Themyscira. That was interesting. Since the Amazons just attacked the United States and Washington, there was a lot of like, we need to find any remaining Amazons. They shouldn't, because they might try to subvert the government, that kind of thing. So they were always on the lookout for example, Wonder Woman. And I thought it was interesting that Diana was an agent for her secret identity was that she was an agent for the organization hunting the Amazons. And she really wasn't that good at it, which I thought was funny because it's kind of like, all right, everybody, I have to tell you something that you like. So you got to understand that I'm not Diana Prince. I'm really Wonder Woman. Yeah, you're Wonder Woman. We pretty much knew the first issue. Yeah, you're Wonder Woman. I mean, seriously, how did you not know? Like, but anyway, that being said, some things that were different from what I remember Wonder Woman. So like watching the TV show and the movie, Steve Trevor is her basically forever boyfriend. He was married in this and not to Diana. He was married to another agent, Diana's best friend, called Etta Candy. Her name is Etta Candy. Really? There are stranger names out there, I guess. But yeah, so he's married to Etta Candy. Diana has a new boyfriend. Well, actually, now I realize why they didn't figure it out, because all of her friends are in the organization with her. But anyway, so her boyfriend is, I think, Tom Tressler, who is an agent. And yeah, so I thought that was interesting. She dealt with like this rage inside of her from her Amazon side, her warrior culture side. I thought that was interesting. It almost seemed like it was a psychological imperative. It was very weird. I'm not too familiar with Wonder Woman, so I didn't know if that was like something she's always had to deal with. If you're aware of that, put that down in the comments. I would be interested to know. I thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting when she finally was getting the upper hand on genocide. And she was kind of toiling with, should I not kill her? I'm a hero, but if I don't, she's just going to keep doing what she's doing. And she had a problem with if she should do it or not. I thought that was interesting. That was well done by Gail Simone. So yeah, I thought the latter half of the book was very good, and the stakes just kept getting higher and higher and higher. And Gail Simone was doing a very good job with those steps going up. It went from like the society to Cheetah being like the big bad to it just being genocide, and then no, there's something controlling genocide, and it's Ares, and it's because everything leads back to Ares with Diana Prince, I guess, with Wonder Woman. But it was a very, very good level progression as the story kept getting bigger and bigger, and I really liked that. I thought that was really good. The fight scenes were really good in it. If I had some criticisms, obviously the first part of it wasn't that good. I was really interested because the gods were gone for a while, or at least maybe that was why I don't know about the Amazons attack, but basically at the beginning of this, the Olympian gods are gone. I don't know why. Diana tries to pray to them. They don't respond to her, so she prays to this other god who helps her out. Then the gods come back, the Olympian gods come back. Zeus is mad, like, how dare you pray to somebody else? Kills this other god and creates this simulacrum from the god's heart. This character called Achilles, who's going to basically take over the job of the Amazons by creating peace through the world because the Amazons couldn't do it or something. But obviously that doesn't go over too great with the Amazons, so there's that conflict. But I wasn't really sure about the Olympia. Like, I gotta find a picture because they look like rejects from like a Battlestar Galactica costume contest. Let's see here if I can find it. Sorry about it. So here's their ship. All right, so their ship's kind of cool looking. I mean, it's kind of mythological, you know. I mean, that was kind of neat. I like that. But then, like, let me see if I can find a picture of them. Like, I was like, really? This is what you're wearing? Oh, gosh. I'm not going to be able to find a picture on here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, what is this? Like, this is what you decided to wear? Like, some rejected Battlestar Galactica costume with gold booties? Like, anyway, so, yeah. That being said, so Zeus destroys this god, creates this simulacrum, and he becomes kind of this recurring bad guy, figuring out what's going to happen with the Amazons. And now granted, this might be pretty mythological in representation, but Zeus is kind of a prick. I mean, he's very self-centered, like, you pray to me, come on, I'm king of the gods here. Pilgrim? I don't know why I did that, but yeah, so that was interesting, somewhat a little odd to me, but other than that, the book is really, starts slow, picks up, and I really enjoyed it. They really don't have a lot of characters from the broader DC universe in this. They have a Green Lantern in there, but it's not like any of the Green Lanterns we really know or any that I remembered. So it's just like kind of this other Green Lantern. There is a cool story where she has to kind of go to the northern waste, kind of this Viking area. I thought that was really cool because Beowulf had been a DC comic for a little bit, and Beowulf was in it. I thought that was neat. And there's a character, at first they weren't saying his name. I am a huge Conan the Barbarian fan, Conan the Cimmerian fan, and they had this character in it, and I'm like, they're not saying his name. Is this supposed to be not Conan? Yeah, no, it's this character called Claw, which I had forgotten was a character in DC Comics. Like a lot of different things, basically, in my opinion, a Conan clone, but I thought it was really cool. That being said, those were really the only main characters besides the other Amazons. Like they had Donna Troy in there helping her out. They had Cassandra Sandsmark in there. They even reference like, hey, I'll get the Teen Titans, the Titans on this. And Donna was like, no, it's just got to be the Amazons. Like, we don't have the money for a crossover. I can only use you. But yeah. So yeah, other than that, I mean, I really enjoyed the latter half of this. I enjoyed the whole book, but it wouldn't have been memorable to me, I think, if it hadn't have gone into that Rise of the Olympian and just kind of ticked up the story and the story beats as the book went on. So I really enjoyed it, especially towards the end. I would recommend this, especially if you want to figure out kind of what Wonder Woman comics are about. I think this is a very good test for you to see if you would like them. They are coming out with a sequel to this, like a second volume of Gail Simone's run in a couple months, I think. So I'm definitely going to pick that up and probably read that as well. But until then, well, this is a comic book again. So remember what your mom always said. If you got to be a dick, be a Grayson. Keep reading, everyone. Thanks for watching.